Karen, guys, Karen.
Okay.
Where are you going? What do you think you're doing?
We've been talking about island hopping in Penghu and I just can't wait to go.
But we still have filming to do.
No, I'm going.
No, you're gonna
You
stay
can finish
here.
it.
You're getting paid. You'll be here, okay? Sorry about that, guys. Come, get your hat off. Okay, we'll be right back, okay? That's my bag. What are you doing?
No, I'm going.
Give me.
In addition to sun and sand, Penghu has many cultural attractions. Zhongyang Old Street in Magong City's historical center is lined with lanterns and tiny shops that sell local foods and crafts. Baoan Temple on Baisha Island is another popular attraction. People go there to see the temple's huge 300-year-old banyan tree. The tree's branches are spread out so wide that they form a canopy over the 660-square-meter front yard. And on Shiyu Island, the century-old Erkan Historical Village has lovely houses that are made of stone and red brick.
Today we're looking at day 2 of island hopping in Penghu.
So I think what I'm so excited about is all of the fun that I can have in Penghu, all the water activities, but I guess there's some cultural stuff.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cultural things that we can also learn about.
I guess that could be okay. Sometimes I think cultural stuff can be a little bit boring.
But I don't think so. Come on, read on and tell everybody.
I'll have an open mind. Let me see.
All right.
Okay, let me read. In addition to sun and sand, Penghu has many cultural attractions. Zhongyang Old Street in Magong City's historical center is lined with lanterns and tiny shops that sell local foods and crafts. Okay,
Pretty exciting.
I take it back because part of cultural stuff actually is food. And I love the old streets in Taiwan. I feel like every cool tourist place has an old street, which means lots of delicious food.
And a lot of cultural things you can learn from. And that is the first vocabulary word. So you mentioned that cultural, it means food as well.
Well,
and
sure.
what other things can it mean?
Because a culture is really about where a people are from, right? So for example, I'm American. So American culture is about all the things that I've learned, all of the things that surround me, my language, my food, my education.
Basically your life.
Basically, yeah, in one place. So you are affected in this area. All these things are affecting you, and that becomes your culture.
That's right. And the example sentence is, the artist's work draws from a wide range of cultural influences.
Okay, so we have the vocabulary word attraction.
That's right.
Okay, so an attraction, we can probably best understand it by looking at the verb, to attract.
That's right.
Right? So if you're attracted to something or something attracts you, that means that you are pulled to that thing.
You're drawn
You're
to
drawn
that thing.
to that thing.
So
right?
for example, if I say I am attracted to you, that means
Exactly.
I like you.
But I am not happy about your attraction. For me, because we're trying to be professional.
You're right.
No. So if you go to the zoo, for example, the giant pandas are the zoo's biggest attraction.
Everybody who goes to the zoo want to go to see the panda.
They're attracted to the pandas.
That's right. Okay, let's read on. Baoan Temple on Baisha Island is another popular attraction. People go there to see the temple's huge 300-year-old banyan tree. The tree's branches are spread out so wide that they form a canopy over the 660 square meter front yard.
Whoa! I love banyan trees. That is definitely my favorite kind of tree.
And why is that?
They're just like, it almost looks like it's from science fiction. I don't think that a tree could really look that way until I saw one. I just wouldn't believe it's real. Because it's like all of the branches go to the ground. It's just so weird looking.
And it looks very, very unique, right?
And they're just so awesome. I love going anywhere where there's banyan trees.
Awesome.
Okay, let me continue reading.
Okay, continue.
And on Shiyu Island, the century-old Erkin historical village has lovely houses that are made of stone and red brick.
So we're talking about the word branch, right? We know that the tree, when you look at the tree, you would see the tree's trunk at the bottom, and then you would see the branches, right?
So what's cool about banyan tree is the branches like go down to the ground.
That's right, because usually the branches, they don't form like that.
So cool.
Yeah, and the example sentence is, I see a bird's nest high up in the tree's branches. And you usually see that too. On the branches, you can see the bird's nest. So cute.
Oh man, it's so cool. Okay, the other vocabulary word is brick. So a brick is basically, when we think of bricks, we think of building a house, right? And the brick is made usually of some kind of like clay and water, and you put them together, and you can, I remember when I was a kid, I would use Legos to build little houses. So those are kind of like plastic bricks.
That's right.
So the example sentence is, most of the houses that were built in that period were made of bricks.
And usually if the house is made of bricks, usually it means that it's pretty strong.
Yeah, and it's pretty old, I think, because bricks were used a lot more in construction a long time ago. So when you're going around Taiwan and you see a house that's made of those red bricks, usually that's a historical building.
It usually looks pretty cool.
I love the look of it.
Me too. Cool. Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。澎湖除了有绝美的海景，它还有根深蒂固的文化历史。那我们今天要来介绍几个文化景点。第一个呢是马公市的中央老街，它有一整排灯笼，还有许多小店铺。那另外一个热门景点是白沙岛上的保安宫，庙里面呢有一棵300年的历史的这种大榕树。那棵树的树枝啊，向外延伸得很广，结果形成了超大的树荫。好，那么在西屿岛上面的二坎历史聚落，则有着100年历史，在那边你就可以看到用石头和红砖建造而成的漂亮房子哦。我们现在看4个单字 ，cultural，cultural 它是形容文化的，跟文化有关的 ，attraction。Attraction 它表示吸引力，也可以表达具有吸引力的地方或是事物。那么 branch 是指树枝，还有 brick 就是砖块那个砖。那这个段落呢有2个文法重点，我们就进入文法时间。大家好，我是文法界的女神 Fashion Fanny， 又是到我讲文法的时间咯。Hanny 去苦本错了。好，来看第一个重点是 spread， 它当动词表示蔓延展开，就是什么蔓延展开的意思。那么三态同形，后面常常会接 out。例如 He spread out the treasure map on the table， 他把藏宝图摊开在桌上。那么第二个重点是 so 加上形容词或副词加上 that 子句，可以表达太怎么样以至于怎么样，或是非常怎么样，结果怎么样，那就是用来强调 so 后面那个形容词或是副词的程度，然后造成了 that 子句那个结果。例如 Sharon was so nervous that she forgot to introduce herself。 Sharon 非常紧张，以至于她都忘了自我介绍了。好，那文法先讲到这边，我先走咯，拜拜。
You'll have no trouble finding delicious food to eat in Penghu. Squid noodles is a famous local dish. Cactus fruit ice cream, brown sugar cake, and onion pancake are also must-eats in Penghu. If you want a slice of island life, you'll find it in Penghu. The quickest way to get there is to catch a flight to Magong Airport. Or you can take a ferry from either Budai Harbor in Chiayi or the port of Kaohsiung. Plan a trip to Penghu for your next great holiday experience.
Welcome back, everybody!
Oh, and now we finally get to talk about my favorite part of culture.
Which is?
Food!
Oh, I love food.
Yeah, so let's look at the reading. You'll have no trouble finding delicious food to eat in Penghu. Squid noodles is a famous local dish. Cactus fruit ice cream, brown sugar cake, and onion pancake are also must-eats in Penghu.
Wait a minute.
So many good
You
things.
mentioned cactus fruit ice cream, did you say?
I did say that, but I have no idea what that would taste like, but I am so curious.
I mean, like, I've had like brown sugar cake that I love,
Sure.
and I also love the squid noodles, but
Yep.
cactus fruit ice cream? Oh, that sounds really, really cool.
I bet you're pretty curious, right?
Yes, I would definitely like to try some.
I think that's enough reason to go to Penghu just to try what cactus fruit ice cream tastes like.
Okay, let's see what else we can find in Penghu. If you want a slice of island life, you'll find it in Penghu. The quickest way to get there is to catch a flight to Magong Airport, or you can take a ferry from either Budai Harbor in Chiayi or the port of Kaohsiung. Plan a trip to Penghu for your next great holiday experience.
Oh, so actually you can fly there. I wonder how long it takes to fly there and how long it takes to get there by ferry. Do you know?
I don't really know the exact time, but I would think that taking the plane there would be much, much faster.
I would assume, yeah.
I would say probably under an hour.
I'm guessing too. If I have to guess, I would say probably like half an hour or 45 minutes.
Yes.
I think that's the way I would like to go. But I'm also a little bit afraid of flying to islands because I feel like when I've been to airports before, I think it's something about the wind. So when you're going to islands, it's actually quite dangerous to land or take off there.
And another thing that I am scared of is that when you travel by plane to these islands, usually you are on these small airplanes. I think that's probably why. And then you can really feel the turbulence, the airplane going from side to side.
Okay, I
get
think
really
we'll
scared.
just take the ferry when we go.
I think that's a much better idea.
If we take a ferry, we're going to end up going to the harbor.
So what's a harbor? When you think of like a parking lot, this is where you can park cars, right? But harbor is where you can park your ship or boats.
Exactly. So it's just like a parking lot for boats. I think that's
That's
a
right.
great way of thinking about it. You're smart.
Thank you. And the example sentence for today is, my uncle likes to go to the harbor and look at ships. Wow.
Look at the ships.
Oh yeah, look at the ships.
ships.
That's right. Thank you.
Hey, I'm always catching these details.
You are. Okay, but
Yeah.
we do have a question for
Ooh,
today.
there's a question.
Okay, listen up.
Is it for me?
Yes.
Oh,
and for everybody, for
everybody.
our audience.
Okay.
The question is, do you think Penghu would be fun to visit? Why or why not? If you've been to Penghu, what did you like about it?
Well, you know, I haven't been to Penghu, but I think that I would like to visit Penghu because I am really into water activities. I really do love nature. And it sounds like there's going to be lots of beautiful natural sights to look at.
Beautiful scenery.
And the food sounds quite interesting. So I think that's enough reason for me to go there. I think if I'm looking to relax, this time instead of going to the mountains, I'm going to try this beach and island destination.
I think that would be a wonderful idea.
How about you? Would you like to go?
Of course. Okay, I guess that's all the time we have for today, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, now you can finally go. You can go and get the bag.
Thank you.
And everything.
I will
we'll
go.
See you later. Bye. Whew.
台湾到处都有好吃的东西，那澎湖也不例外。课文就写到说，在澎湖找美食一点都不难。鱿鱼面呢，就是著名的地方小吃，还有仙人掌冰淇淋，然后还有黑糖糕跟葱油饼都是必吃美食。如果同学们迫不及待想要安排澎湖之旅，最快的交通方式就是搭飞机到马公机场。那要是你跟老师们一样会担心搭飞机可能遇到风很大的时候会害怕乱流，也许你就可以从嘉义的布袋港啊，或者是高雄港来搭渡轮。好，那么老师们说的这个 turbulence，T-U-R-B-U-L-E-N-C-E，turbulence 表示乱流、不稳定的气流。那么单字 harbor 它表示港口、海港。还有，如果我们是用 port 这个字，它也可以指港口或者是港市的意思。那这个段落有一个文法重点，那我们就进入文法时间。有想我吗？好，那我们继续看下一个重点是 have trouble 或是 have difficulty 加上动名词，表示做某件事情有困难、难以怎么样。那也可以用 have trouble 或是 have difficulty 加上 with something 来表达在某方面是有困难、有问题的。举例来说 ，Jenny is having difficulty with her homework。Jenny 在写作业时遇到困难了。她如果听文法界女生讲文法，她就不会遇到困难了。好，再来呢 ，trouble 跟 difficulty 前面也可以加上 no 或是 more 等等来修饰，来表达它困难的程度。像我们可以说 We had no trouble finding a parking space。我们轻轻松松就找到停车位，完全没有遇到困难。好了，那今天的文法就讲到这里喽。那我们下次见喽，拜拜。
In addition to sun and sand, Penghu has many cultural attractions. Zhongyang Old Street in Magong City's historical center is lined with lanterns and tiny shops that sell local foods and crafts. Baoan Temple on Baisha Island is another popular attraction. People go there to see the temple's huge 300-year-old banyan tree. The tree's branches are spread out so wide that they form a canopy over the 660-square-meter front yard. And on Shiyu Island, the century-old Erkan historical village has lovely houses that are made of stone and red brick. You'll have no trouble finding delicious food to eat in Penghu. Squid noodles is a famous local dish. Cactus fruit ice cream, brown sugar cake, and onion pancake are also must-eats in Penghu. If you want a slice of island life, you'll find it in Penghu. The quickest way to get there is to catch a flight to Magong Airport, or you can take a ferry from either Budai Harbor in Chiayi or the port of Kaohsiung. Plan a trip to Penghu for your next great holiday experience.
Hi, I'm Kim.
And I'm Jen.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear. We have vocabulary words from your lesson today, and we're going to put them into sentences but replace the word with the word bear. We each have 1 minute to guess what the word is. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Should I go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Start the timer.
All right. This is one word. It's a noun. There are a lot of boats parked in the Bear.
Harbor.
One word, noun. My grandmother's house is made of bears. My cabin has a beautiful bear fireplace.
Brick.
All right, this is a phrase. It's got 3 words. I always leave my things everywhere, so I bearing them. They bearing a new location for the restaurant.
Or looking for?
Close. I'm going to keep going. I always leave my things everywhere, so I bearing them.
I'm always missing them.
Very close.
I'm always looking for them.
They bearing a new location.
Okay. What was it?
Okay, so it is a phrase. It is have trouble finding. I always leave my things everywhere, so I have trouble finding them.
Okay.
They have trouble finding a new location for the restaurant.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Next time. All right, next up. Ready? Start the timer. Okay, this is one word. It's an adjective.
Okay.
The temple has many bear activities to do. We should respect other countries' bear differences when traveling abroad.
Bear differences. Not fun.
The temple has many bear activities to do.
Exciting?
No.
No. Okay, next.
This is a noun, one word. There were two birds perched on that tree's bare.
Branch.
Yes. This is a noun, one word. Taipei 101 is a popular tourist bear in Taiwan.
Attraction.
Yes. Okay, first one. Adjective, one word. The temple has many bear activities to do. We should respect other countries' bear differences when traveling abroad.
Different.
Okay, cultural. The temple has many cultural activities to do. We should respect other countries' cultural differences when traveling abroad.
So close.
See you next time.